Hello everyone, I am Archana Rani. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss Introduction to Managerial Decision Making, Unit 4 of Information System and Engineering Economics course. The learning objective and outcome of this unit is to expose the student to managerial decision support system issue related to information system and apply the appropriate tool, and the outcome is student will able to apply the acquired managerial skill to the business intelligence. Agenda of today's lecture, that is introduction to decision making. What is decision making? What are the barrier we may face while taking the good decisions? Good decision making process, factor affecting to the decision making process, and the conclusion. Let's we start to discuss decision making. Now, when this word, mostly this word come in our real life also. Sometimes we, in some situations or in our daily life, in every situations we required to take the decisions. For example, we are thinking that to in today's lecture, in today's party or in today's any occasions, what the cloth I may wear. Likewise, situation may come. That is our very general decisions we have to take it. Yes, that time also we have to take the decisions. That means, as I said it, in our daily life or everybody's life, we are taking the decisions in the every moment or the every situation in our life, or these things are very important that we should know the basic knowledge about the decision making, so that we can take it the appropriate decisions at the appropriate situation at appropriate time. So similarly, the situations maybe have like the teachers and student situation. That teachers is may be shown the marks to the students, yeah, and because of the fear of the teachers, the students are not able to ask that why that teacher has given this much marks or that much marks. Yes, likewise the situations may be occur being a student and teachers situations. Hope with you also these situations may be occur sometimes. Yeah, likewise. Or the best example for all of you, that nowadays everybody is facing the problem that if I want to buy the mobile phone, then which mobile phone should I buy it? What are the mobile phones? Which are the types of the mobile phone are getting me the more benefits? Likewise, the things maybe we should compare the things, yes, or we should have a better decision in that. Yeah, sometimes it might happen that we may purchase without doing as much analysis or the much thinking. We just go to the shop and buy that particular things, and later on we come to know that things may have some drawbacks or things, or maybe get it the other companies of the things may be in good features with the good features. Likewise, so in that situation also we require to take it the proper decisions or appropriate decisions at the appropriate time. Likewise, the situations may be increase in our daily life, as the again the one situations I have shared, that what should I wear for the class or the work, if I am going to the office, then today, yes, what are the things that we consider while making the decisions? So what basic criteria we are thinking to take the decisions, that what are the best options I may have. Among that, the cloth, for taking the particular decisions I may think for the cloth, that which cloth is get ready with, that means which cloth is has been clean or has iron. Yes, then I may choose it, that likewise that cloth. That means again in that situation also I have to take it the decisions. Likewise, in everybody's life and every moment we have to take the decisions. That's why decisions making, appropriate decisions making skills to acquire in every person is very important. Yes, so details about the decision making in a professional life, all these examples I have taken, that is our personal life examples. Whereas in professional life example, professional life also we have to take it the decisions. For taking the decision, first we should know that what is decision making exactly. What are the different barriers may come for the decision makings? What are the decision making tools we are getting it, and what is the exact procedure for this? Yes, so let's we discuss one by one. What is decision making? Decision making is it is not a sensible decision. No sensible decision can be made any longer without taking into the account not only the word as it is, but the word as it will be. It's said by the great Ison Esmos. Yes, and what he wanted to tell us that if we have not taken the particular sensible decision at the sensible time, then the decisions may not be the correct, or that may happen that we may lose some good chances. Yes, so that is what the decision making. More about the claims on the decision making, it is actually a cognitive process. Yes, now what it mean by the cognitive process? Cognitive process is nothing but it provide us the alternative, as I said it initially only, that for taking the decisions we may have the some alternative. Among that alternative we have to choose is the best one, which is the best for us. Yes, that means every decision making procedures is have to produce the final choice or the final option. That means we are having the number of actions or the number of opinion. Among that number of options of, or the opinion, we have to select it the best one for ours. Yes, and in what situations, in what reasons, or what are the criteria, based on the criteria we have to choose it. And while taking the decisions, the situations may be the rational situation. In the rational situations in the normal life we may take it the decisions, or sometimes in irrational situations we have to take it the decisions, or it based on the explicit assumptions or the tactic assumptions also. Again, the example, if I want to share more details about the decision making, that if we go to the shopping, yes, where to go for the shopping? Either we go for the street, or either we go for the mall. Likewise, yes, or what we can eat it, or what we can wear, where when we want to sleep. Likewise, everywhere, every time we have to take it the decisions, and we are getting some of the options and the opinion. Among that we have to select it the final one, yes, or the good choice. That is all about the introduction to decision making. Let's we discuss what are the barrier for the good decision making. The successful leader have the courage to take the action while the other hesitate. Now, very good sentence said by the John Maxwell. Yeah, the leader sometimes when we are when we are working in some organization, we may have a leader, we may have a team leader, we may have a manager, and we supposed to tell that the manager should have a good leader. If that leader is having a good quality, then the leader may take it the risk and do the decisions. Sometimes the leader is not maybe hesitate to take the decisions. Yes, either in rational situations some of the leaders may take it the decisions, but sometimes in irrational situations they may hesitate to take the decisions. Yes, so what are that barriers for the good decision making? Let's we discuss it. So barrier for the good decision making may have the hasty, narrow, scattered, or fuzzy. Now what it mean by hasty is nothing but the quick decision. When we want to make it the quick decision, then that time you should be in that situation that easily you can take it that the decisions quickly. You should able to take it the decisions. Whereas when the decisions is based on the limited informations, that is very small information you are having, and among that and with that information, small information, you have to take it the decision that come under the narrow situation. Scattered means when the decision the things are not at appropriate place, or may be disconnected or disorganized, or may be spread everywhere. Yes, and we have to take it the decisions. That is one of the barrier may be get it, that the things are scattered or the things are fuzzy is again very dangerous things for the decision making. That lacking of the clarity, lacking of the uncertainty, or the vague or unclear situations, in that we have to take it the decisions, all that are called as the fuzzy. So these are the barrier for the good decision making, and if you tackle on that being a leader, then you may be a good leader or good manager in any organization. Let's we discuss what is the decision making process. For decision making process, first what Peter Drucker said, it's making the good decision is a crucial skill at everywhere. Please always remember this very good definition. For decision making process, first you have to identify the problem. Once you identify the problem, then you have to identify the decision criteria where exactly you have to work on that problem. Then you apply some criteria. You have to allocate the weight for the criteria. Once you allocate the weight for the criteria, then you have to develop the alternative. What are the different alternative to run that, to execute or implement that criteria, different criteria. Then you have to analyze on that criteria. If you select this criteria, then what will be the expected outcome, what are the pros and cons for that. Likewise, for each situations or the each options, you have to find out the pros and cons of that, then select the best one among it, that alternative, then implement that alternative, evaluate that alternative, and if required, then again you may repeat the steps. Yes, if your decision is not appropriate, then you may repeat the steps again. Likewise, this is a decision making process. Hope you understood this process. The detailed elaboration is given in a process, but I think I have already explained you properly. You just read it, the details, some of the tips as given for the appropriate steps. Let's we discuss what are the factors are affecting for the decision making. So perception is very important factor for decision making. If you are always thinking the positive, then accordingly you can make the decision, positive decisions. If you are thinking always the negative, then or the negative person, then maybe you are thinking negatively. Then you have to set the priority for the things, what the things you have to perform it. Acceptability, whatever things are there, either true or false, you have to accept the situations and accordingly act it. That is very important factor. Yes, if somebody is demanding you, then you have to perform that demands, you have to perform that, you have to fulfill that demand. That's come under the demands factor. Then you may apply some styles for the factors while taking the decisions, that some of the manager or leader may have its own style, yes, to work on it. Or you require some resources, or judgment is very important factor, that appropriate judgment you should have, then only you can take it the appropriate decisions at appropriate time, at appropriate locations, in an appropriate situation. Yes, this is all about the factors of the decision and overall introduction to decision making. So, what we had discussed, so conclusion or the summary of the today's lecture is decision making is the process through which the manager is identify the organization problem and attempt to resolve that problems. It is nothing but the we have to identify what are the situations, different situations we are getting to perform the decision making process. Or manager follow the different types of model during the decision makings, or it should have a managing diversity. That means that it should know the different factors, what are the different factors that affect for in a decision making process. Yes, then only that particular manager may be the successful in his life. This is all about the decision making, introduction to decision making. Thank you.